Welcome back to Nerd Wars, and you guessed it, we're talking about the wokest video game ever made.
I am a non-binary trans actor, and I'm playing the character of Gnome, who's also they, them, non-binary.
Woke!
That's right, we're talking about Dustborn.
All right, here we go.
Ha! Gay!
Currently, there are 20 people playing it right now. The 24-hour peak was 54, and the all-time peak was 83, and that's with our people playing it to make fun of it. The game is made for no one. Oh, well, it's just some silly indie game. Who cares? Let's look at who was behind Dustborn, the wokest video game ever made.
In the meanness room, we are the ghosts.
How embarrassing! How embarrassing!
Quantic Dream, which has brought us actual video games. Things like Detroit Become Human, Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain. And they're apparently working on a Star Wars Eclipse, and we're getting Outlaws here shortly. That means that the next big AAA Star Wars coming out is going to be the Star Wars Eclipse from Quantic Dream. We might be in for even more fun after Outlaws. Let's hear about their values. You want to do your own research into this sort of stuff? What you do is you go to their website, you see company or info or about, you click on that, and then you'll see a bunch of euphemisms and such. And something like our values, our work environment, our team, any of those sorts of categories you're going to want to click on. That's where you're going to find all the ESG stuff. Sometimes you got to keep scrolling. It's going to be there. Tomok's got me playing Evil West. Really fun, really enjoying it. I keep telling people about it. Finally decided to look up the website for the developers, and I was like, oh, they don't have any ESG stuff on it. Wow, that's crazy. And then I kept scrolling, and then I found all the ESG stuff.
You can't keep getting away with it!
And that's literally all it takes to be a video game journalist these days. So we go to our values: passion, creativity, diversity, and inclusivity, and team spirit. So let's see, diversity and inclusivity.
I will never apologize for standing up for an LBG.
Quantic Dream upholds the values of diversity and inclusivity since its inception 25 years ago. Unique and different, each member of our team was recruited for their talent and personality and for who they are as a human being. Talent? Personality? So the opposite of diversity and inclusion quotas. You're saying you embrace diversity and inclusion, but also you're full-blown meritocracy. Okay. This diversity of perspective is reflected not only in our team, but also in the experiences we create.
Ding, 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 ding. He is so courageous.
In Omicron, the Nomad Soul from '99 was one of the first video games to offer playable characters of different ethnicities and parity between male and female characters. Hey. Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy in 2005 is one of the first video games to represent an LGBTQIA LMNOP plus character talking about their personal life in 2005, guys.
Gay, so gay.
Beyond Two Souls 2013 spoke about self-acceptance and everyone's right to be who they are without being judged. Unless you're a Trump supporter, and then we're going to put you in the re-education camps. Detroit Become Human 2018 evokes the struggle for the rights of minorities, minority robots, and talks about love overcoming any differences such as age.
28 stab wounds.
Fun to do bad things.
So yeah, you want to become a Gamergate 2 games journalist? This is all you do. You just go to their website, click on About, and you'll find this. So of course there's all those terribly oppressed indie studios, and we need to help them. So Quantic Dream started the Spotlight program. It's a third-party publishing label, which, hey, that's really cool. I like that they're doing that. The problem is that a lot of these programs are aimed at they're DEI ESG programs. It's not, oh, we're helping indie studios. It's, oh, we're helping the poor oppressed indie studios. That way we can get money from government and Wall Street. And hey, this is actually pretty cool. A big studio helping out the little ones, being able to give them all that advice and helping with the publishing and stuff like that, all those barriers to entry. That's really cool. But hey, we got Under the Waves. It actually kind of looks like a dark Subnautica / like survival game. It's kind of cool. It looks kind of cool. Never, ever, ever going to play it. Not even going to attempt to try it because of Dustborn. Then we've got Lisfanga, the time shift warrior. You might be asking yourself, that sounds a lot like Prince of Persia. It is, but Prince of Persia with a woman of color instead. Lisfanga, the time shift warrior, looks kind of half decent, except for the fact that it's just isometric Princess of Persia. Never, ever, ever, ever going to attempt to play it. It will probably have 100 or less people play it.
Good day, sir!
We got Sea of Solitude. Hey, narrative adventure, artsy. Okay, that's what indies. Yeah, keep it in indie, and that's cool. Do your thing. Never ever going to attempt to play it after this. Which brings us to Dustborn. So of course the main character looks exactly like you would expect. Kimball Ayer's sister. You might notice she has a spiked baseball bat. Me too there, Kimball Ayer's sister. Look how cool and progressive we are. It's a single-player, story-driven action-adventure game about hope, love, friendships, neo-Marxism, robots, and the power of words, and why we need to censor all conservatives for being authoritarians. You play Pax, exile, con artist. Oh, is she a progressive activist? A novel with the ability to weaponize language. What? We're on a road trip, guys. We gotta transport a package, and we're gonna pretend like we're a band.
Bouncing back along a severed line, chasing echoes of an older rhyme.
It's like pure concentrated evil.
The people you stole the package from want it back, and the authoritarian justice is hot on your heels, because justice is bad. So don't forget to pack your baseball bat.
I'll keep that in mind.
Features things like the power of words, because words have power, which is why we need to censor everyone, because they're hurting all the trans kids' feelings.
Can we swear?
Like actual power. Fight with shouts and use Vox in conversations to manipulate people and talk your way out of hairy situations. And just wait to see how you manipulate people through cancellations and being triggered. Craft new words. Like cis-heteronormative, and learn to wield a lingual arsenal against enemies. Racist, racist, racist. That's actually, yeah, calling people racist is literally, And friends. Oh, you use it against enemies and friends? Oh my God.
She is a very bold, worldly, takes no shit type of woman.
A road trip across a divided continent. Why can't we be more unified, guys? Also, here's your Marxist training manual. On the road across an alternate history America, you'll stop at iconic locations, take on unexpected assignments, meet a colorful cast of characters. Some of them are even multicolored because they have vitiligo.
She has traces of vitiligo all over her skin, and that is indicative of her hardening ability, and it sort of spreads across her body when she feels angry or distressed.
Gosh, great.
Your crew is your found family, because normal families are bad and we're trying to destroy the family, so all you have left is your found family. So we're really obsessed with those now. Who needs a stable family unit? Kids do. So yes, she gets triggered. Trigger! You can tell because it says trigger giant over her when she gets triggered. I can't figure out why less than 100 people have played this at the same time.
I don't know, man. Seems kinda gay to me.
I can't believe this game is real and not a parody from 4chan. We'll actually be talking about a 4chan parody here shortly, but first, this 4chan parody. Bully! We've learned to bully people with our spiked baseball bats. Bully gives us the power to force people to do something they may not want to do, like delete their Twitter post, or add pronouns to their bio, or to make them feel bad about themselves. In fights, this could be highly effective on targeted enemies. Normalize. Chop your kid's balls off. It's what everyone's doing, guys. We've learned how to normalize negative emotions. Normalize gives us the ability to make people think certain behaviors or feelings are normal, like chopping your kid's balls off, but I'm not sure it will do much for us in a fight unless we convince them to chop their balls off.
He has no respect for you.
Cancel. We've learned how to cancel someone. Cancel will allow us to isolate people from their friends and compatriots. In battle, this could be a useful tool against enemies. Solinsky's rules for Dustborns. Jesus Christ. So there's another super woke game, Goodbye Volcano, where we had dinosaurs with pronouns, also in a rock band. A narrative adventure, of course. And the trailer was so darn pretentious, it got laughed at and memed on. And then, well, someone decided to do their own game inspired by it. Snoot Game, a parody visual novel developed by Cavemanon, I've never been sure how to pronounce that, originally released in 2021 before the game it parodied came out. Snoot Game features both original characters and characters inspired by Goodbye Volcano High. It has a vibrant, active fan community that continues to produce related artwork, fanfiction, and other media. And even though it's to make fun of it, if you check out Goodbye Volcano High, which is very positive, the music is actually really good. I've got like 2 or 3 of the songs on my YouTube playlist, because what the hell. But there's a certain audience of people who love them some visual novels for whatever reason. If you go to the reviews, a lot of people talk about Snoot Game, and then the other one that got made, something alligator, huggy alligator or something. And a lot of them are actually really supportive of this game and ended up buying it. He started out making fun of it as a meme, and then a lot of these reviews are actually people who should be the trolls hating on it, who actually enjoyed the game and are promoting the game. It's adorable. So there's this little community, and it's made for certain people. Dustborn is made for no one, well, other than for us to point and laugh at. And the pointing and laughing started early, so woke media attempted to convince gamers to buy Dustborn. It didn't work. Games Radar explained the story. Dustborn is first and foremost a visual novel of sorts. All of this is to hopefully be free of the oppression and danger of a fascist broken America. The Justice, a bunch of authoritarian fascists.
For a modern gaming audience.
Combined with its oddly sustained length, okay, is that a compliment? The sheer amount of topics and issues it wants to address, and its growing cast of colorful LGBTQ+ characters, it almost lives up to its promise as an epic political road trip saga about people with superpowers.
Dustborn isn't about making the big and immediate choices. It's about the little things that add up over time.
Forbes tells us Dustborn is among the most unrepentantly liberal and left-leaning games out there. Less than 100 people playing it, backed by a major studio. And we'll find out just how many millions of dollars went into it. Of taxpayer dollars.
Yeah. I think I want my money back.
If you have an open mind and you're willing to give it time to grow, Dustborn is a fun trip, even if it occasionally feels like it's trying to be a bit too edgy for its own good. Especially for the type of people who immediately click with its socio-political outlook. Of course, I know them. They're me, and even for him, it is a bit too edgy for its own good. Edgy, that's the word we'll go with. Yes, edgy. Oh, hey, spiked baseball bat people. Excellent. That Pax bitch isn't really part of a band. She's actually trying to transport something, get her.
Well, a lot of the songs are very much cries of protest, rejection of what is happening.
So how much taxpayer money did they get? Dustborn used far more government money than has been previously reported. The Norwegian Film Institute funded the game for 14 million kroner, which is nearly 1.4 million US dollars. This is in addition to the 150,000 euros from the Creative EU grant program. Holy smokes. Dustborn is basically an Antifa training game, correct? You bash the fash across the divided states of America by using vocal powers to call people racist, literally. The company, Red Thread Games, looks to be funding multiple games for the use of these government grants. The games do not make money, as you can see from the Steam charts below. This is their other games. Okie dokie. Their existence seems to be dependent on repeated grants, waste of taxpayer money that funds games that fail over and over. The company seems to be grifting off EU taxpayers' money, which are awarded in part on ESG criteria. Remember when people denied ESG grants for indies existed and called everyone a conspiracy theorist? The Norwegian Film Institute focuses on productions where the percentage of women in key roles is a factor. Yay! And this is their games. This is them getting money for the games. More monies for the games. And then as we discussed, the rest of the funding is likely through their publisher, Quantum Dream, via their Spotlight publishing program. Quantic Dream is being acquired by NetEase. That was 2022, so it's owned by NetEase. The Heavy Rain developer will be the Chinese company's first European studio. It is curious why Red Thread Games continues to produce games, given that none of them have garnered enough users to pay for their production. Well, they've got women working for them. Isn't that enough for you, Grums? It's also concerning that Dustborn has been crafted as a political agitprop tool backed by taxpayers, who do not want this kind of disruption to their cultures or society. But it's clear the Red Thread Games does not care or depend on gamer sales for their continued existence or ability to produce political propaganda games. And of course, here's the Norwegian Film Institute's DEI page. relevance, audience sustainability. If you plan on playing Dustborn, make sure to leave a dislike. If you are not planning on playing Dustborn, make sure to leave a like. If you don't leave a like, I'm gonna assume you are playing Dustborn. And if you want more hard-hitting journalism like this, make sure to subscribe. And let me know down in the comments, what's the wokest character you can come up with? Let's give them some ideas. Black, non-binary, LGBTQ, queer, it got double vitiligo, super vitiligo.
Can I hover?
We didn't finish our chat.
No, we were finished.
I'm worried about you, and I had more to say.
I'm sure, but I was done.
Thanks for watching, and please follow the algorithm on your way out and support the channel by becoming a YouTube member.